7.0 quake rattled the region. Officials sending out an urgent warning for people to stay away from the beach and seek higher ground. The tremors creating waves inside this pool in Chico, California. Similar scenes playing out all across the northern part of the state. New video showing the aftermath damage inside of a hotel in Ferndale. You can see broken bottles from behind the bar. Serious cleanup needed inside this grocery store as items are knocked off the shelves. NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz has the latest tonight for us.
Tonight, a disaster warning sending shockwaves along the Pacific coast. A 7.0 earthquake striking Northern California, knocking bottles to the floor and doors off their hinges. Here, littering supermarket aisles, making waves in swimming pools.
This is a big one, guys.
And bringing fears of a tsunami.
It wasn't over, in a nanosecond. It kept going and it was building, and you hear things falling.
NOAA issuing a tsunami warning for hundreds of miles of coastline stretching from California's Bay Area to southern Oregon. The potential of devastating flooding forcing evacuation orders in California cities like Berkeley and Half Moon Bay. Residents ordered to move inland immediately.
You take cautious steps to protect your safety. So that's why I'm up here at a high point.
The tsunami warnings lifted a few hours after the quake. Today's quake coming nearly 2 years to the day after a 6.4 struck the same area in Humboldt County. 2 died and several buildings were damaged.
Historically, this point just offshore Northern California has had more magnitude 7s than anywhere else in the state because we have 3 different tectonic plates that come together there.
Governor Gavin Newsom declaring a state of emergency for the area.
It's another reminder of the state that we live in and the state of mind that we need to bring to our day-to-day reality here in the state of California in terms of being prepared for earthquakes.
And Tom, officials say there's been reports of a water main break and some homes knocked off their foundation. There's also thousands of people without power right now, but thankfully no reports of injuries or deaths. Despite the size of this quake, it did not happen in a densely populated area, and there has not been significant damage. Tom?
That is a bit of good news. Okay, Liz, we thank you for that. Now to our other breaking headline, the massive search underway for the man who shot and killed the United Healthcare CEO at point-blank range. We're 36 hours into the urgent manhunt, and at this time, no one is in police custody. But we are getting more clues into the investigation. Take a look at these images released of what police are describing as a person of interest. He's wanted for questioning in connection to the targeted attack. That murder unfolding in busy Midtown Manhattan yesterday morning. The shooter, you see him here, methodically hunting down CEO Brian Thompson just as he was headed to an investors meeting. Police revealing today that the killer left behind a message. The words, quote, deny, defend, and depose, written on shell casings found at the scene. We're going to break down the possible meaning in just a moment. All of this as we piece together the suspect's movements. We know he bought a water bottle and protein bars at a Starbucks just before the shooting.